Natal Mercury in Aries. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Natal Mercury in Aries, everything you need to know about this placement, and what you can expect when someone has their Natal Mercury in Aries. All right, so let's get into it. So the first thing you need to know is that these people are pioneers. They always think of how to be the first to accomplish something. All right, so when someone has their Natal Mercury in Aries, how they think naturally, because Mercury rules how we think, how we speak, how we communicate. Aries has to do with being a pioneer, being the first person to accomplish something. So when people have their natal Mercury in Aries, these people are natural pioneers and they're always thinking of how to be the first to accomplish something. That's what dominates their mind and their thoughts. They're accused of being selfish by others as they naturally put themselves first mentally. Aries energy is associated with the self and putting the self first. Mercury, again, is how we think, speak, and communicate, and how we deal with others, how we reason, right? So when you have this placement, these people are accused of being selfish a lot by people as they naturally put themselves first mentally. So it's not that they go out of their way to be selfish, it's just how they think is to always put themselves first. So this is why they get the reputation of being selfish. It's easy for these people to be leaders and risk takers. Aries energy is associated with being a leader and a risk taker. You know how to lead people. You jump head first into things, okay? So when people have this, it's very easy for them to be leaders and risk takers. Celebrity example, The Rock and Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, and we're going to talk about a little bit more later how you can see how this placement manifests with both of them. Just knowing a little bit about these two, you can already see how this plays out with them. They both have a very pioneer spirit. These people are very bold, loud, and direct with their speech, as Aries is ruled by Mars, the planet of war and aggression. All right, so now let's go back to the example with The Rock and Mark Zuckerberg. With The Rock, is very easy to see how he has this placement because The Rock is a very loud man. Like one of his most infamous songs is him screaming the whole time. It doesn't matter, literally screaming the whole time. And then you got Mark Zuckerberg. It's very easy to see how Mark Zuckerberg has this because number one, he is a pioneer. Like he was the first person to accomplish many things, especially as it relates to Facebook. But not only that, you can see that he has this because he was accused of stealing someone's idea, like literally stealing someone's idea for Facebook. And it makes sense because in his mind, he didn't care. He's ruthless. He's like, look, I'm going to be the first person to accomplish something great, even if it means I have to steal someone's idea. That's how natal Mercury and Aries people think. They're ruthless when it comes to what they want, and they have no problem being cutthroat to get what they want because they put themselves first. These people can be impulsive and they make decisions really quickly, sometimes to a fault. Aries energy is associated with being quick and making quick decisions. So when you have this, you're impulsive. You tend to be very impulsive and you make decisions really quickly, sometimes to a fault. Sometimes you do things, you make quick decisions and you don't even think about the consequences of those decisions, all right? So that's the downside of natal Mercury and Aries, is sometimes they just come up with things so quickly and have no regard for the consequences. And when you have this is similar to having natal Mercury in the first house because Aries rules the first house. So if you have natal Mercury in Aries, you want to make sure you study natal Mercury in the first house as well because that information applies to you as well. And you will find that natal Mercury in the first house information resonates with you. All right, so this is everything you need to know about natal Mercury in Aries. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Take care.